Foggy night in Georgia. Not the best way to start off the work week.
And it's Monday on top of all that. Yeah, we had all the rain last night, and then today clouds and a little bit of drizzle, and then this. And again, that's the only way I could show you a Skycam shot was just to find some parking lot lights. I mean, the visibility is down to very low out there. So if you're having to drive around tonight, take it slowly. Let's see what the number is. We have 56 over downtown, and we've been seeing numbers like this for a long stretch as we've been going through the day today. So I'm going to say as low as maybe around 50. Some places may just kind of hold with what we've got. So again, a wild looking map. You see two stalled boundaries here. We're kind of stuck in between them. This is where all the cold stuff is here, so that's got that locked away. And then underneath here during the day today in the mid 80s in South Georgia down into Florida. And in between, we were right in here with a lot of 50s with some 60s in our southern counties. So it is not as drastic looking right now. But during the day tomorrow, we may see some of those kind of numbers that go up. The farther south you go quickly. All right, so there's the radar shot. That stuff that we're seeing at the top of the screen, just those little batches of light green rolling from west to east. Occasionally, that'll be going on as we go through the next couple of days. So mainly, it's looking like mostly cloudy. Can't rule out a sprinkle. Seems like we did that a few weeks ago where I said that a lot. There is a look at tomorrow afternoon. Again, not exact placement, but you get the idea of just one or two little spritzes here. This will take us into Wednesday, where hopefully, as we get into the day, we can see some breaks in the clouds like it's trying to show right there. That would be fantastic. Maybe a little bit of sunshine. Rain going up and over us as we head through Wednesday into Thursday, and then more into Thursday later in the day. All of this will start to move on in, which you're saying, man, we don't need any more rain. True, but it also is going to be the system that is going to push this pattern out of here. So there's Thursday night into Friday, and then finally the frontal boundary will come through and knock this on out. Now, it's going to make it colder as we head into the weekend, but at least dry, it looks like, for Saturday. Stop me if you've heard this. Could have a sprinkle on Sunday. We've done that for the past two weekends. I wouldn't mind this changing on the model stuff here, but at the time being, we could have a sprinkle nearby. And again, could be a little on the cold side as we go into the weekend. Here's a look at the numbers. 50 plus for the overnight. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to say around 70, upper 60s to around 70 the farther south you go. It all depends on your proximity to this boundary here. As we go into Wednesday morning, looking at some 50s there, and then Wednesday afternoon, I've got us again upper 60s to maybe around 70. Definitely warmer as you go farther down to the south, and then this takes us into Thursday morning. Let's see if we can get far enough out. Yeah, it's the same thing as we get into Thursday. Colder toward the north and then warmer toward the south. There's a 7-day. Yep, February comes in kind of doing what January is doing as it leaves. Groundhog Day, well, you know, if he sees no shadow, it's an early spring. It looks like it's going to be hard to find that shadow. We'll see, though, as we get closer. And then a cold weekend moving on in.